Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today we're going to be talking about Princess Diana. And we're going to be talking about Chanel. And we're going to be talking about the allegations of her stopping to use Chanel products because of a certain dramatic personal reason. Okay? There's a lot more to say than you think about this topic, so let's get to it. First, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Gain access to extra perks. Become a member today. Also, be sure to push the notification bell to get always notified about new videos coming up. You can also join me on Patreon. superdacob all spelled together there as well. Thank you to all my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream every Saturday, and you're all invited to join the live chats. So let's cue in the live chats. Hi, everybody. Welcome, my dear chat. So, we've been listening to this for quite some time now, I want to say. It just comes up over and over and over again about the information about Lady Diana. There's this one photo which I cannot show you because it's from Getty Images, and so, we don't, but anyway. I will tell you where to find all the information in just a second. But there's this one bag that Lady Diana used to wear, and it is this bag here. This is the Lady Diana bag, right? The Chanel Diana bag. Now, it's not officially called the Chanel Diana, but today we call it the Diana bag because there's this particular outing that Lady Diana had, formal outing where she wore this particular bag. It is said that it happened in the 80s and that she then stopped wearing Chanel after her breakup with Charles, with now King Charles, back then Prince Charles, because of his affair with Camilla Parker Bowles, right? Camilla and Charles. When Diana's divorce was finalized, she was basically done with with Chanel, apparently, right? This is what people allege. But listen to this, because I've done my research, you guys, and first of all, I have the information. So 28th of August of 1996 is when Diana's divorce from back then Prince Charles was finalized. Now, they've had issues already before that, and she knew about, his betrayal, and he gave an interview because it was all over the tabloids. So the separation was a process that lasted some time. But 28th of August, 1996 is when the divorce was finalized. Technically, we could say that since she knew about the affair between now King Charles and Camilla, that she maybe already then maybe she figured out, oh, Camilla, Charles, CC, so the interlocking C is kind of like symbolizing the love of Charles and Camilla, so it kind of psychologically struck her. She couldn't deal with it. She didn't want to wear Chanel anymore. Now, I thought to myself, who might have started this rumor? And there's this article in Bazaar magazine, Harper's Bazaar, .com.au, entitled "The Heartbreaking Reason Princess Diana Stopped Wearing Chanel." So Harper's Bazaar Australia interviewed several people, but amongst them, speaking to Harper's Bazaar is designer Jason Brunson. Jason Brunson allegedly, by the way, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, just my opinion. Everything's alleged, not rooted in any facts or reality. I'm just doing my own research and for your entertainment. Okay, you're welcome. Now listen. Jason Brunson allegedly claimed that he worked with Princess Diana in 1996 during her final visit to Australia. She passed away not long after that, but in a car accident. But he tells us what she allegedly told him, And when he was supposed to style her for her outing in Australia, he says, allegedly, she came out holding like handfuls of shoes and bags and just dumped them all down on the couch. And then said, what do you think? And then he says, so I went through them all and I found a pair of Chanel shoes. And I said, well, these would look great with the Versace ensemble probably. He explained, but Diana was not a fan. And then he says, and she said, allegedly, no, I can't wear linked C's, the double C. So I asked why, and she said, it's Camilla and Charles. All right, so now to the designer Jason Brunson, hey, maybe she really did say this to you, but I got really curious. So this was 1996, right? So let's just say she already maybe a year or two before that stopped wearing everything with a double C. By the way, here's an example. Here's a Chanel mini. This is what I mean by double C. The interlocking, okay? The lock. That's a double C, and that's what is alleged here, that she did not like it because it reminded her of one C standing for Charles and the other one for Camilla. This is a beautiful little bag, by the way. Gold from the Egyptian Métier d'Art collection 2019. Carl's last Métier d'Art collection for Chanel. Okay, but anyway, we digress. So I started doing my research and I find a really interesting article. Vogue magazine. Online, and I'm going to post a link to that article down below so that you can get to click on that link, go to see that article, and you're going to see all the photos. They have photographed literally Diana wearing like highlights of Diana's fashion throughout the years, all up to her passing. So we get to see her, what she was wearing in the 80s and in the 90s, right? Now, since she got officially divorced in 1996, we could say that she already knew about it a couple of years prior. So technically, she probably would have stopped wearing Chanel already before that. But when you go through the Vogue article and you see all the photos, you realize that that's so not true. So Lady Diana did not stop wearing Chanel. She did not stop wearing the double C. We have photos of her after this event wearing the so-called Chanel Kelly, which it doesn't have the straps like a Kelly bag, but it has the trapezoid shape, very famous. I mean, she loved it. She had a white Chanel Kelly with the double C. She would wear it. She's been photographed wearing Chanel tailleuse, ensembles, every button with a big fat double C after this incident, after the betrayal and after the divorce with Charles. She's been also photographed wearing other Chanel bags as well, with the double C logo, as well as the Chanel slingbacks, and even more ensembles. So I think it's time to debunk this myth that, and I don't know who started it. I don't know if this designer from Australia started this myth of her not wearing the double C logo after what happened with Charles, because it's not true. It simply isn't. If you go through the Vogue archives in the article, to which the link I will post in the description box underneath this video, if you go through that article and you go through the photos, they've done their research. They have the exact year when she was wearing what, to which event she was wearing what, which ensemble she was wearing. Sometimes they even write the reasons, why certain clothes were worn, or the reasons why certain designers made certain clothes for her. And we see very clearly that she's wearing the double C logo and Chanel pieces way after the betrayal of Charles, now King Charles. So, thank you, T-Pal. This is why I love you so much, Dacob. You do your research. I do my research. And don't take anything for granted that you hear online. Just because somebody says something doesn't mean it's true. Research, research, research. And this is also interesting because, I love Diana. I think she's, I don't know, just the tragedy surrounding her, and it's a story for the ages, really. But I also love Coco Chanel, right? I mean, I love Chanel and Coco Chanel, and unfortunately, same applies to Coco. You know, she's always, all of these allegations that have been debunked, but still you have Oompa Loompas online claiming, you know, her connections to the Nazis, and all of that has been debunked. None of it is true, by the way. Her being a homophobe, also totally not true. But interesting that, again, this brand is connected to drama unnecessarily, because it's not true. It simply isn't true. She did not stop wearing the double C logo because it reminded her of something bad. No, she kept wearing Chanel even after the situation with Charles and Camilla. So, but click on the link down below to the article, and then you scroll. It's all chronological. The first photos, she's not wearing Chanel. She's very, very young. I don't even think she's in her 20s yet. You know, early 80s. And then it go through the 80s, and then like towards the end of the 80s, beginning of the 90s, and towards the late 90s, she's wearing more and more Chanel. It's all chronologically listed with all the outfits. So it's like, it's obviously not true, but people still today don't do their research, and they tell you, yeah, she couldn't wear it. She couldn't wear it anymore because it reminded her of Charles and Camilla. You think that woman was that superficial? You see, this is where it all trickles down to. I'm like, are you really telling me that you believe Lady Diana was that superficial that she would let something like that get to her? Like, you're selling her a little bit too short, boo-boo. I really think you are, if you think that something like this would influence her. Just my 2 cents. Anyway. Tina says, the shadiness, these lies, they hide in something. C was gorgeous. She was gorgeous. Sue was. She was. Thank you, Dacob. Looking forward to the links. Thank you so much, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below after you've clicked on the link and seen the photos for yourself. As I said, scroll all the way. The article is not that long, but the photos are long. There's a big, there's like, I forgot. I think there's like hundreds and hundreds of pictures. It's so beautiful to see, by the way, to scroll through all the pictures. And there's also the photo of her at Taj Mahal. 150. There's 150 photos to scroll through, all chronologically. Somebody's already done the research for you, literally. They're all chronologically listed, and you just scroll through them. It was wonderful for me to go through all those pictures. Actually, it was a lot of fun, but you also get to learn a lot. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And until next time, never forget to never give up on love, and subscribe.